Alright everyone, and welcome back to the F1 League on F1 2015, and here we are then today for round 17 of the season, back at Mexico then for the first time since the early 90s in F1, and yeah, the third to last round of the season then, so yeah, just a couple more to go after this, and then our first season in the league will be done and dusted then. And yeah, here we are then on our best time in qualifying once again, not really on the pace of the front group, but yeah, just hoping that once again we can get a good points finish then, and yeah, keep the point streak going really, because we finished in the points every race so far since we joined, and yeah, it'd be nice to keep that going, and certainly yeah, get, well, not really a season birth because we weren't in it from the start, but yeah, complete the season now and finished all the races we started in the points, so yeah, so you want to keep that one going then, and yeah, you can see Ferris now with a 16.8. I think he may have even gone quicker than that. We're only at a 19.1 at this point, and yeah, once again, just not really found sort of the sweet spot really with this game and sort of the handling, and yeah, the car did feel pretty good, I thought, but just yeah, not translate into lap times. We crossed line there for an 18.9, which was a bit of an improvement. Got us well, yeah, ahead of our teammate by, I thought it was closer than that, but it might have been practice, but yeah, never mind, we were 8th on the grid then. A few cars didn't set times, I think. Sonic Mole disconnected, I think Blakey and RBZ had qualifying bans, I'm not sure. I think RBZ might have disconnected actually. But yeah, on the grid now then, it's telling us a 3-stop strategy, so yeah, the tyre wear will be pretty high then it seems then. And it looks like we'll be trying to go to around about lap 7 then for our first stop. And yeah, primes at the end then with 2 stints in the middle on options. So yeah, we're just waiting now for the start, and yeah, hoping we can gain a few places off this start. Obviously it'll be very difficult, long run down to 10.1, then quite heavy braking, so we're hoping we don't get caught up in any incidents. And I actually moved up to 7th, forgot to mention that because I think Dizzy Cooper disconnected, just making sure we had the right setup on there. And yeah, we're now on the grid then, the lights coming on now. And away we go then in Mexico. And the start actually wasn't as bad this time now. I think I managed to make a decent one this time, not as bad as the ones I have been making. I didn't lose any places this time at least, but we do have a little bit of a gap to the front 6 already then, as we head towards 10.1 and now. But quite cautious on the brakes, the 2 James actually collided there. We go around the outside there, we've got the inside line for turn 2, going to try and go around the outside in turn 3, but then we've been taken out by the Lotus, I think, if I hit the apex there. Not really sure what happened, I'd like to see another view of that really, because it's hard to see what was going on there. It seemed there's a fair bit going on the inside, and yeah, I went to the outside and then I just got spun around, but he did give me the place back there, so that was nice of him to do that then. We have lost quite a bit of time now then, down to 9th place already. And yeah, skipping to the end of the second lap, then we see Silent Moles had an instant there. I think he may have lost his front wing. I think he might have gone into the pits after that. Then nothing really happened until the end of lap 6, where most of the cars pitted actually for their first stops. I actually stayed out until lap 7. I tried to make the stint go as far as possible really to, yeah, give myself sort of the best opportunity to like sort of do what I wanted with the strategy. And yeah, came in on the end of the next lap then with yeah, I was actually up to I think 2nd place before that. But yeah, obviously I was going to lose most of those places after that. We went on to another set of the option tyres then. And yeah, just hoping to catch back up to some of the midfield then, because we lost quite a bit of time at the start. And yeah, the first stint was very dull because it was really just trying to catch back up to them really. And yeah, not making any mistakes, which I've been doing in some of the recent races. But yeah, on skipping to lap 14, and our team actually played a lap after us, and then I think Jonesy, Hickey and Silent Mole had all come in for their second stops at this point, so that's why I was up to 6th. Jonesy right on my back here then, going through the fast death section. He actually went to back me there. I think he may have been caught out by just how Star's going really, because I was on pre-worn tyres at this point, because this was quite a few laps into the stint, so I was unfortunate for him there then. And on the next lap, in fact, I actually pitched my second stop. I actually changed strategy around this point. I actually decided to go onto the prime tyres at this point and give myself another stint on option tyres at the end, just because I thought that yeah, the pace wasn't looking too bad, so I thought maybe if I get the primes out of the way now, then I may be able to put on a late attack and maybe gain 1 or 2 places at the end, maybe. That was my thinking anyway. And yeah, the pits become now then in 9th place once again then, ahead of my teammates still, but yeah, not really in a decent place yet, as we've got Hamilton fan in the pits now then. He was one of the ones I was trying to catch actually at that point, and out of the pits he comes now. Then he's still getting up to speed. Then we're going to get again in slipstream. Don't think it really made much difference because how slow he's going out of the pits, but yeah, we managed to pass him then on the run down to turn 1, and we're up into 8th place now, and so we have gained the place for now. We'll have to see if we can maintain it now then. And in fact, at the end of the lap, he dives at my inside into the final corner. I just about saw him coming, and he went all 4 wheels off the track there to maintain his place, which I wasn't really happy about, because yeah, it didn't really seem like a clean move there, as we got Silent Mole in the pits there, I think, just about. And he moved across to me there. I almost lost the back end again. Wasn't too happy about that one, but not really sure why I expect anything different. So I dived to the inside there, and he seemed set on making the apex there, so couldn't get through. Even though I did manage to just about get it slowed down, but yeah, he maintained the place, and he had DRS as well. So yeah, not much I could do there. As we skip to beginning of lap 23, then I actually had DRS here then. So I'll be hoping I can get a good run on him here then down this long pit straight, and yeah, he just about gave us enough space there on the inside, and yeah, we're going to go through now then. Looks like we are up into 5th place, and he is behind us there, and he just went for a gap that was always going to close there in turn 2, and once again we collided. So yeah, this turned into Hamilton Massacre in 2011, but honestly he was never going to get through there, so I obviously was going to take my normal line there, because obviously I wasn't expecting the car to go up the inside. But yeah, it was actually at this point then, some cars coming in for their 3rd stops. Hickey unfortunately disconnected from another strong position, as we actually had Blake here then. He was on fresh tyres, and he actually drove into the back of me then. He had a lot more grip at this point. I was near the end of my stint, and yeah, coming out of the final corner, and well, through the final corner, he got hit. Well, he hit me again there. I was in the back end anyway because of my worn tyres, and he caused him to spin apparently. But honestly, I didn't really see what I could have done much differently there. He's on a lot fresher tyres than me, and yeah, well, I see mine were already quite warm at this point, and I was actually came into the pits at the end of this lap to change them. So yeah, here we come then for a final set of option tyres. I was interested to see where I came up really, because obviously a few cars have been in the wars we've seen. Well, we've been involved in pretty much 3 incidents so far, not including the first lap, and we saw Silent Mole also have an off early on. I think he actually went to pits just behind me there, I think, but yeah, we rejoined in 6th place and with no more stops to do, so it was looking like we may get a decent finishing place somewhere here. Then our team actually disconnected as well at some point, forgot to mention that as well. As Hamilton fan came into pits there then, we were up to 5th, and on the beginning of the penultimate lap then, Silent Mole had actually caught us up now then, and he's going to have a DRS, and I believe down this long straight, and he'll be in the slipstream now, and we sort of stay in the middle of the track then to see which way he goes. Then looks like he's going to go to the outside, and he actually outbraked me then and goes right on the outside, and that was a very nice move there actually in turn 1, and yeah, maintaining position for turn 2 and 3, and he'll obviously have DRS now then to pull away, which is something I actually forgot about. I thought I was going to have it go straight back on the attack, but I forgot that is just 1 detection point and 2 activation points. So yeah, he maintained the place there and up into 5th place, but we're going to skip now to the beginning of the final lap then. I had DRS, and what would there been such a long straight, there's a chance for me once again to actually get the place back then, as he goes well over to the inside line then to defend really and probably break the slipstream as well. And we try and do what he did then, run the outside, but yeah, we just couldn't break late enough. But we see if we can sort of get a sort of slingshot through turns 2 and 3 and get close enough. We do have DRS in this time, but we'll have to see if we can get close enough to outbrake him here then into turn 4. And we're very close then, side by side. Is it going to be Kimi and Bottas again then? We are going side by side, but then there's a little bit of contact. I actually got a little bit of a slide on there and touched his back tyre, and that caused us both to spin into the wall there, unfortunately. And yeah, spin and lose our front wings, so that was unfortunate. But luckily Jonesy was far enough behind us that neither of us lost a place there. So yeah, luckily it didn't cost him anything, because it was my fault there. And luckily I didn't actually cost myself anything either, as my throat is still for some reason not working with me then with this commentary. But we crossed line in 6th place, so some decent points there then, as we fight to get into turn 1 after that with no front wing. But there's a top 3 then. Pro Racing will get another victory then, edging towards that title now then. And yeah, I think he can wrap it up next time in Brazil then. We'll see if it's another classic Brazil decider then. We've also got Case Legner I think in 2nd, and Blakey in 3rd, I think that is, must be, because Jonesy was behind us. And yeah, we're now going to see the results in a second then. And there we go then. Ferguson actually got 2 penalties then. Not really sure what those were for. F1 Most also got one, as did Height at the Apex, but he disconnected, I think. And actually I'm going to look at the race directors now then, just have a flick through it and see all the incidents. Once again, a lot. Mostly corner cuts and track limits again, and I don't think I actually got any of them, so that was good once again. And yeah, 6th place in the end, so yeah, another decent haul of points. Got involved in a lot of incidents in this one, unfortunately. But yeah, if you did enjoy it, then like would be appreciated. I'll see you next time then for the penultimate round of the season at Brazil. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.